Here comes a Savior, he is riding on a donkey. Here he comes, here he comes. No one can stop him, he's been sent by Father. Here they come, here they come. Here comes the mercy, it is flowing like a river. Here it comes, here it comes. I feel his blessing, it is coming down to meet us. Here it comes, here it comes. He gave his life so he could come and save us. Here he came, slaughtered like a lamb to take all our sins from him. Here he came, here he came. Here comes the mercy, it is flowing like a river. Here it comes, here it comes. I feel his blessing, it is coming down to meet us. Here it comes, here it comes. There'll be a time when he comes back to save us. Here they come, here he comes. Whatever the time, whatever the season, here he comes, here he comes. Here comes the mercy, it is flowing like a river. Here it comes, here it comes. I feel his blessing, it is coming down to meet us. Here he comes, here he comes. Our life's for nothing when it's without Jesus. Here he comes, here he comes. Lift up our praises so he can hear us. Here he comes, here he comes. Here comes in mercy, it is flowing like a river. Here it comes, here it comes. I feel his blessing, it is coming down to meet us. Here it comes, here it comes. Bring it down. Open your heart and you surely meet him. Here he comes, here he comes. Prepare your soul so he can fix it. Here he comes, here he comes. Here he comes, here he comes. Here he comes, here he comes. Hello, hello, and welcome to you. Good afternoon. My apologies, we're slightly late there. My fingers were slowing us down. But it's lovely to be here again. And I'm joined with Michael Collins, who's kindly bailed in. And we've got Ian. Ian's over in Germany just now, and an exciting. He's joining a launch of a track.
A track.
A friend of his, he's launching a song. So he's over in Germany, and he travels in these circles. So he's going to a premiere of a song. Yeah, a song launch, and that's something brilliant, isn't it?
That sounds good, yeah.
It does. Thanks for joining us, Michael. Thanks for getting thrown into the fire. And he's got one of his own and a couple of other songs that he thought he would like to do. So
that we're playing tonight.
Yeah, no, exactly. Michael.
We're having practice for tonight.
Michael and Duncan are doing a live worship night through in Falkirk.
It's in Falkirk, yeah.
Yes, Falkirk. Yeah. So he keeps his hand in and helps out his brother. I mean, Duncan needs all the help he can get, doesn't he?
So, he does.
God bless you, Duncan. Is Shona going with him tonight?
I can.
Is it just Duncan? Probably just Duncan.
Might just be the two of us, yeah.
But lovely. So thank you so much for coming in. And that first song, really, I was just running at the last minute trying to think of what to do. And I couldn't help but thinking there was a line in there that I feel his blessings and he's coming down to meet us. Here he comes. So this is what I'm feeling just right now. I feel God's blessings and it's coming down to meet you. It's coming down to meet us all. So, Father, thank you for giving us your blessings. Wherever you are, let those blessings flood in your doors, flood in your windows, flood through the airwaves and join you. So it's lovely, lovely, lovely that you could be. And God bless Fiona Maddox Reaches coming in. Thank you so much for joining us in this day. It's been a mixture. She's down show. She's traveling today. And I loved Fiona. There's a song that Fiona's did, and it'll be on the Sanctuary First website. Go on there and catch that, one of the recent ones that Fiona did for Sunday Live. And there's another great one by Ian Jemison, which I'm going to pay homage to and do later, Wayfarer. And he does an amazing version of bluesy type of slide guitar and stuff. Oh, homage. Go on and find that one. I found it today. It is absolutely brilliant. I heard it on the Sanctuary First Sunday Live a couple of weeks ago. I was blown away with it. Ian, my hat's off to you if I had a hat. If I had a hat like yours, I'll need to get a loan of one. My hat would be off to you. It's a cracker, so we'll do that later too. So God bless you all. Oh, and Katrina and Matthew. Matthew, I've got the banjo's going to come out at some point. I'm going to get the fingers going as best I can, but they're all cuts and bashes. This is why I've been dodging it as well. Our work with the vans with my young son, Harry, is destroying my fingers, absolutely mushing them. But the other thing I've been thinking about too is what is that it feeds our minds? What feeds our minds? I've been doing a little reflection this week, and it is coming to us about what do we feed our minds with the positive stuff? Do we feed our minds with the negative stuff? And the impact of positive feeding of our minds. So this theory is that you can train your mind to feed on the positive stuff, not the negative, and that will strengthen you. So this is where I'm at. So let me have a wee look and I'll see what we might be able to do in terms of songs. It's anyway on that. In the Sweet By and By I've got. How about that? In the Sweet By and By, will we try that one on the banjo?
Yeah.
We'll kick off with that. It's on that playlist. Have you found the playlist?
In the Sweet By and By.
In the Sweet By and By.
I found the playlist, but I can't find it.
In the Sweet By. Maybe be down the bottom because I just added it. Yeah, third from the bottom I've got here. It's a song that was made famous by Johnny Cash and Dolly Parton. But of course it was written in the 1850s, way back, Samuel Fillmore. In the Sweet By and By. You obviously will recognise the chorus, but we'll do a little. So Matthew, get your drum going, my friend, and will join us with this one. There's a land that is fairer than day, and by faith we can see it afar. For the Father waits over the way to bear us a dwelling place there in the sweet by and by. We shall meet on that beautiful shore in the sweet by and by. We shall meet on that beautiful shore. We'll do that chorus again. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet in that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. We shall sing of that beautiful shore, the melodious songs of the past, and our spirit shall sorrow no more. Not a sign of blessing of rain in the sweet by and by. We shall meet on that beautiful our bountiful Father above. We shall offer our tribute and praise for the glorious gift of His love and the blessing that follows our day in the sweet by and by. We shall meet on that beautiful shore in the sweet by and by. We shall meet on that beautiful shore in the sweet by and by. We shall meet on that beautiful shore in the sweet by and by. We shall meet on that beautiful shore. Thank you. Lovely choruses, Michael. Thanks so much.
Trying to get a harmony there.
That was a high one. Lovely, lovely. Who's all on the drums? You're bashing away. Yeah, the goods, the three, they love the banjo. So we've missed it for a few months. So I've had to pull them out. But I'm always needing new banjo songs. So if there's any banjo songs you love, please drop me a note and tell me what they are. And if there's any you don't like, please drop me that note and I'll play them the week after. Now, you've got a couple of songs.
Yeah.
You're going to do for the worship. Did you
Which
want?
one are we going to do?
Well,
first?
what do you fancy first? Do you fancy?
We do the This Is Amazing Grace.
This Is Amazing Grace. Now, isn't that a cracking song?
Yeah.
I'll find it here too. Now, who is it that wrote that song, Michael?
I think is it Phil Wickham?
Oh
wrote
yes,
it, yeah.
This Is Amazing Grace, and we do it in the G. Great.
Breaks the power.
Of sin and darkness, you said the mighty is so much stronger. King of glory, the King above all kings, who shakes the whole earth with holy thunder, who leaves us breathless and awe and wonder. King of glory, the King of all kings. This is amazing grace. This is unfailing love. You would take my place, that you would bear my cross. You laid down your life, and I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me.
Brings our
Chaos back into order, who makes the orphan and sons and daughters, the King of glory, the King of all kings, who shines a nation with truth and justice, shine the sun and all is brilliant, the King of glory, the King above all kings. This is amazing grace. This is unfailing love, that you would take my place, that you would bear my cross. You laid down your life, that I would be set free. Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain.
Worthy, worthy, worthy. This is
Amazing grace of unfailing love, that you will take my place, that you would bear my cross. You laid down your life, that I would be set free. Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. Jesus, I sing for that you've done for me. Thank you, Michael, for leading me through that one. I don't think I've played that one before, and with all my voice is packed in today anyway. We're doing some painting in the vans, and we haven't done it before, so we're prepping vans and painting them. And this is it's like, you've got to be bold. You've got to step forward and I go. But the dust and the fumes goes to the voice. But yeah, that's my excuse. Do you know where I'm asked? We do. We've got the masks and stuff. So we're learning new things, folks. We're learning new things. And it's always brilliant to be vulnerable. I love that vulnerable feeling. Do you think that's the sadist in me? I love the vulnerable feeling of not knowing what you're doing. You know, like today's one of those days, like that song. So forgive me. And I see, William Dickinson. William, I keep seeing your mail afterwards, and I've never given you a shout. William, thank you so much. You're a great supporter of 61st. Thanks for coming in. William's down at Fullerton Connection with Stuart and the guys. And my apologies, Stuart. A shout out to you too, Stuart Forsyth. I've only just noticed he's been sending me messages, and they've been getting into my junk file. Oh. And he's probably, I'm off his Christmas card list because I've not been answering them. Right. So he's sending me all these wee messages. My apologies, it's been going into my junk file. Old guy with technology, not a good combo. So, thanks so much for that. What about, what another little song? What about that song that you were thinking of doing your own song? Okay. Do you want to give it a crack? Yeah, I'd love to do that one. This is a song, I asked Michael, have you got another song? Because I've been struggling to pick some songs today. I hit a sort of blind spot. And he just happened to have one in his back pocket. It's called The Mountain, isn't it? The Mountain. The Mountain. And he played that, so... sure. So it's just a verse and a chorus. Yeah, but that's wonderful. It's a nice... I don't know. It's a verse and a chorus, as I said, but you can mix it up, and we'll see what we do. Lovely. I'll just place with the... Yeah, give me a starter for 10, as they say. Even angels long to know the taste of grace to a once lost soul. They gaze upon him all day long, but they've never salvation song. But he climbed the mountain for us, and at the cross, a wooden cross, he climbed the mountain for us, and at the top, a wooden cross. Even angels long to know the taste of grace to a once lost soul. They gaze upon him all day long, but they've never sang salvation song. But he climbed the mountain for us, and at the top,
wooden cross. He climbed the mountain for us, and at the top, a wooden cross. He climbed the mountain for us, and at the top, a wooden cross. He climbed the mountain for us, and at the top, a wooden cross. It's not finished, but you know, it's something there.
That is a beauty. Folks, that was a cracker, wasn't it? Fiona's saying love it, love the verse.
Oh, thank you, Fiona.
But yeah, I love joining into the chorus, but I get that. We could do that at the end.
All right.
That's the song for the end
play
because
that
we
one.
can really get
That'll be
into
great.
that. That's what folks, sometimes we forget how blessed we are. And yeah, it is. And you know, funny, as I was talking about earlier, what is it that feeds our minds? And I had a little bit of a reflection. Does our Sunday worship fill us with praise, or does it leave us a little bit flat? So it's not about contemporary and it's not about traditional. What I'm probably putting out there is get to things, go to things that lift you up, that fill you with a bit of praise. Now it could be the kids section if you're in on a Sunday, and there's always a kid that always lifts me up. But we have to look for the things that give us a lift, give us a positive feel.
Interesting.
And there's no shame in this positive feel-good factor.
Is there not?
None whatsoever,
We're not allowed to
because
feel good.
we have to train our minds with this stuff.
Right, interesting.
So if we train our minds on negative, of course, we get a bit gloomy and a bit
Yeah.
depressed and a bit whatever. So how do we then train our minds, you might be asking? Well, we have to fill it with ingredients, things like grace and love and praise and kindness. And of course, the opposite of that, if you filled it full of anger, I was always an angry guy in my previous life, if you like. I just was filled with anger and I couldn't get rid of it. And I thought, there's no way, if I've to come anywhere near Christ, there's no way he's going to have to just give me a sword and I'll go around slaying everybody. You know, there's nothing else I can do. But remarkably, and as predictably as it was, the anger get taken away and get replaced with love. So I had to discover what love was. So there's a wee confession for me.
That's amazing.
But there's a challenge for you, for everyone, I suppose. If we could look to the beautiful things of this world, if we could look to the beautiful things that are around us. Now, we can get that through things like family. We could get it through, like Pamela with Bobby the dog, you know, the joy that Bobby the dog gives Pamela. These are beautiful things in our lives that we can keep to fill and train our minds about the beauty, not the darkness. So that was what I've been reflecting. And I have to accept responsibility now for this, for transforming my mind. So I'm setting you a wee seed there, Michael.
That's
I
good,
can
that.
see you.
It's a good word.
I
It's
can see
germinating.
the
There
wheels
you
are whirring round it. But it had the same effect on me when I
It's
was
good to
reading.
be reminded, you know,
Yeah.
these things.
Oswald Chambers is a book I'm kind of reading just now, taking the leadership from.
Nice.
And that was what...
Oh, is that leadership? Is that
Well,
what's it called? Courageous leadership. Oswald Chambers. No?
his utmost...
Oh, right. Sorry.
The guys they'll tell me, mail in, tell me what I've forgotten. His utmost or something, isn't it? Yeah. So please drop us a note, tell us what I've missed out. But I'll leave that thought with you. Now, this next song I want to do, the Wayfarer.
Waymaker.
Wayfarer. Down the bottom it should be the banjo version. The banjo version, because there's two versions. Now, I promise you, you will be delighted if you go on to Sanctuary First website or the app and click on the music field and look for Ian Jimison's Wayfarer.
Waymaker. Waymaker.
Is it Waymaker?
Yeah.
Oh, see, what a numpty.
Excuse me, I'm
Waymaker. Waymaker. Look for Ian Jimison's Waymaker. It's an absolute cracker. He did it last Sunday, I think, and it was a slide
Wayfarer.
guitar.
It's a Wayfarer, the same
No, that's the old Bob Dylan song. I'm easy confused. Don't confuse me any further. I'll start doing the tune. Well, when I heard Ian's version of it, a blues with slides, we're in a C, a G and an E minor. I thought, I've got to. I'd love to have done it with him, and I could have done the banjo on it if I didn't spoil what he was doing. But please, folks, if you do nothing else this weekend, go on and find Ian Jamieson's Away Maker. And it's a lovely slide one. Absolutely fabulous. I loved it. It's got a great beat. So please, I've never done it justice. The song that Ian's got is absolute belter, and his voice just fits it so well as well. So please do that. And Shona's in. Thank you so much, Shona, for coming in and joining us. It's always a pleasure when I can see you renamed there are a couple of wee questions and things. And Paul sends his blessings to, and I think Pamela, just when I was mentioning Pamela, I think she's over. I think she's on a wee trip just now. I know she was back from Switzerland, but she's on a wee trip just now. So God bless you, Pamela. We haven't seen you for a wee bit. I hope all's well. And Anne Hamilton, I think I forgot Anne Hamilton last week too. So please, just keep dropping those names. Tell us what you're up to. And do send me some songs for the banjo. I need to get some new ones. I need to get some lively stuff and see what I can do. Now, what do you fancy doing next? You've got a couple of songs. You've got one more. Oh, praise. Was that one you were going to do? Oh, praise the name. Do you want to try it? Oh, praise the name. And you'll need to give me a restarter for 10 because, again, I'm forgetting how it goes. So Michael's introducing me to these songs, which is great. If you give me the intro and then I'll sing and you can... Do you want to join me in the chorus? Is that good?
Sure, yeah.
Because he hides his voice under a bushel, and I'm absolutely sure we've got things, greatness to come out yet. So there you go. I'm confident.
I cast my mind to Calvary,
Where Jesus bled and died for me. I see his wound, his hands is free. Savior on that cursed tree, body bound and drenched in tears, they laid him down, then Joseph's stone, the entrance sealed by heavy stone, beside still and all alone. Praise the name of the Lord our God. Oh, praise his name forevermore. Through endless days we will sing his praise. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh God. Can we do the chorus again? Oh, praise the name of the Lord our God, and praise his name forevermore. For endless days we will sing your praise, oh Lord our God. And on the third, at break of dawn, the Son of Heaven rose again. Oh, trample death, where is your sting? The angels cry for Christ the King. He shall return in robes of white, the blazing sun shall pierce the night, and will rise among the saints, my gaze transfixed on Jesus' face. Oh, praise the name of the Lord our God, and praise his name forevermore. The endless days we will sing your praise, oh Lord our God. Do the chorus again. Praise the name of the Lord our God. Oh, praise his name forevermore. are gone. Oh, that was a lovely song. Thank you for introducing me to that one.
Is that the first you've heard it?
Yep.
Is it? It's a good
Very nice. Duncan and Mike have all the great songs. They've got all the good songs. No, that was terrific. I really thoroughly enjoyed that. Thoroughly enjoyed it. See, it's that Walk in the Wild side. But you're good enough
Not
to...
bad. Is that actually the first time you've heard it?
I think I've
Picking
heard
up
it
there.
before, but it's the first time I've played it.
Not bad.
First time I played it. And similarly,
Water.
the Mountain, I love that they introduced me to that. And it's that fragileness of doing something we've never done before. So Michael trusts me that I don't make such a big hash of it. But so does Dean Paget too. They all do. They really do. So folks, remember we've got Sunday Live. Laura's doing Sunday Live, and I think I'm joining her as well for some music, some live music. On at 3 o'clock, and it's such a boost. Remember what I was talking about that where you can go for praise, that type of praise that lifts you. And with Laura and Albert, it's deep, and we get lifted with that praise. It's certainly Sanctuary First when I'm watching a Sunday Live. If I'm not on it, it feeds me tremendously. And when I'm on it, it's something different. I get a, when you like you're doing your worship tonight, you always come back off of it. It's always great to do these things, isn't it? Because you get something so rich from it, a blessing from it, a little bit of a buzz. Yeah. You always do. Aye. But positive. We always do. And you get that little bit of buzz, even when we muck it up. I know often I muck things up, chords and choruses and stuff. But it is a joy. So Sanctuary First, it's on there on 3 o'clock Sunday. And thank you for joining us in the jam, and thank you for joining us in on the if you're on the Facebook or if you were on the website or the app. It's always great. They've got loads of places to do that. What was I thinking now we could do? We've done Sweet By and By, haven't we? Amazing Grace. But I don't actually. Oh, we were going to do the Mountain. We were going to finish with the Mountain. That's what we were going to do.
We're going to finish. We're going to play out to the mountain.
Play with the Mountain. And I think it was here somewhere.
Are we playing the whole thing or just the chorus?
Play the whole thing. It was lovely. It was wasn't it beautiful, folks? It was a beautiful song, and I'll try and do my best on the chorus.
I'll try and get the chords right as well.
Well, that's okay. That doesn't matter. That's not as important. Give us that chorus first if you can.
He climbed the mountain for us, and at the top a wooden cross. He climbed the mountain for us, and at the top a wooden cross. Even angels long to know the taste of grace to a once lost soul. They gaze upon him all day long, but they've never sang salvation's song.